Hi everybody, thanks for coming back for another video. This is long overdue, but I am going to swatch all of my purple lipsticks. So I mentioned in, I believe it was my nude and brown lipstick collection video, that I had 50 purple lipsticks. I did. But I may have acquired 4 more accidentally since that video was posted. One of them was a pink, I thought, but it's actually a purple. So that was 51. Then I got 2 e.l.f. ones with coupons. And of course I chose the purple ones. And what was the last one? Oh, it's a long story. I ended up at the Melt Cosmetics website and everything was on sale for Black Friday. So there was a lipstick that was like a mustardy color that I really wanted, and it was $3, but I needed $5 to get free shipping, so I got a dark purple one. So that was the 4th one. So now I have 54. I'm gonna swatch them all for you. I love purple. It's my favorite. Naturally I'm gonna have the most of those. I'm gonna separate it into bullet lipsticks, glosses, and then liquid lipsticks. I have all of my bullet lipsticks here. I believe there's 25. There might be 27 now with the 2 e.l.f. There's 7 glosses. One of them is more of a topper, but it's definitely not like just a lipstick, so I'm gonna put it in that. And then whatever the rest of that is liquid lipsticks. So I'm excited to do it. I think I'm going to be rewatching this video of mine for a while. I'm going to do overhead shots because I think that works better than holding the arm up. That way you can kind of see them all, you know, the whole time. So get ready for 54 purple lipstick swatches. I can't wait. Here we go. All right, everybody, here are all 54 purple lipsticks that I'm about to swatch for you. I'm going to split it into bullet lipsticks, lip glosses, and then liquid lipsticks. I'll explain it all as we go. If you're interested in any one particular, the information will all be below in the description. Now, sometimes purple doesn't translate real well on camera. And it's not just because I'm an amateur. I've seen pros, you know, and even on TV, like sometimes the purple just doesn't look purple. So hopefully I said something in there that made sense. Here we go. All right, I'm going to try to go as close together as I can because I believe we have 24 bullet lipsticks. Sorry about my nails. This is just the kind of person I am. I work with too many animals and have too much anxiety to keep them nice. I'm going to start with the Covergirl collection, the Exhibitionist bullet lipsticks. I absolutely love these. I have like 32 of them. The first one I want to swatch is called Bestie Boo. It's a very unique lavender color. It's almost a slate blue or gray, but I'm going to call it lavender. The next one is called, oh, these smell so good. I can smell them from here. The next one is called Feelings. It looks a little sheer. It's a demi-matte finish. Actually, Bestie Boo was a demi-matte finish as well. They're a little drier. I feel like this Feelings one is probably the most dry. Then I'm going to use another one with a metallic finish called Steel. It's very nice, sparkly purple. These don't last forever on your lips. You know, standard bullet lipstick, but they're really nice. This one is called Stop the Press. What I should do is leave these out here. There we go. They show up? Yes, they show up. Next one is called Stop the Press. It's supposed to be a light purple, but it actually comes across very sheer. It's like a very pale purple mauve with a silvery sparkle. Next one is called Verve Violet. It looks pink until you put it on. And then it's a very pale purpley pink. On me, it looks quite purple. Of course, here it's going to look pink. But, you know, with a name like Verve Violet, it does pull a little more purple than pink, promise. The next one's called Grape Soda. They came out with a small group of these after the original set. And this was one of them, so of course I had to get the purple one. And I like this one a lot better than Feelings. It's a similar, this is a lot more cool colored, actually, cool tones. Of course, when I start to say they're similar. You can see the red in this one and the blue in this one. This one is a lot more comfortable because it's this cream finish. So we've got 2 demi mattes, 2 metallics, and 2 creams. I don't think there are more purples in that line. Next, we're going to do some Wet n Wild ones. This is called Perfect Pout, and the color is called My Blackberry Broke. I like these because they're so thin. They're a little bit dry, but the color's really nice. It's a nice deep plum. I have trouble finding that color, so that's a fun one. Then I'm going to swatch, I have these in so many videos, I'm going to swatch 2 of the Wet n Wild multi-sticks for you. I have a whole video of these, swatching almost all of them, and they're just very useful and versatile. They can be a lip color, they can be a eyeshadow, so I'm going to include them here. This lavender one is called Lavender Bliss. I don't know if they're going to stay standing up. These do twist up from the bottom, which is very convenient. A lot of the other multi-purpose sticks like this don't do that. And then this is the darker purple one called Royal Scam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 already. Moving on to J-Cat. J-Cat has this Pout-holic line. I don't know if they still make it, but I see these a lot on Amazon. Be careful because some of them have started to separate and mold. I have a whole video about buying the whole set and being all excited, and then they were like moldy. These weren't though, and I tried to get a lavender and a darker color. It didn't really pan out that way. They're kind of similar. They're really good, like staying lipsticks, and they smell slightly minty. I have a dot of nail polish on the top for the approximate color because you can't see it when you look down. They all look red. I mean, look at how bright and grapey that is. I really like that. That one's called, they have weird names. The number for it is 113. I can't see the name right now, but I'll have it below. And this is the one I thought was going to be lavender. It actually looks pretty good here, but when you put it on, it looks very similar to the first one. It looks pretty dark. This one is number 102. I'm going to do a one-off here, something by Hard Candy. These are also not made anymore. I discovered them right after they were discontinued. But they are great little affordable lipsticks if you can still find any on Amazon, or be careful with eBay. But this is a lavender called Slilac. I have to be careful because these do break and I can't replace them right now. This is obviously like the lightest purple so far. Look at how different these purples are. It's pretty amazing actually. All right, I'm gonna just move these over here and slide these down. Next, I'm going to do 2 Nicka K lipsticks called Vivid Matte, although they're not, it doesn't say that on the tube. Once again, I put nail polish on the top. I'm going to go ahead and swatch this lavender one first. Definitely a light purple, but very different lavender. This first one from Hard Candy is way more blue, and then this one is way more red. It's amazing how versatile purples can be. Again, the name is not on it. These tend to be named something that isn't actually the color they are. It'll be below, but this lavender one is number 18. This one that I haven't even put on yet, I think it was called like something Scarlet. It does look very red matching these purples, but on me it looks definitely purple. It looks like a magenta purple. So you have to kind of trust me on that. Depending on your skin tone, these are going to look completely different. Okay, so just be prepared for that. Let me talk about these 3 purples from Black Radiance. Black Radiance, I don't hear about much online. Maybe I'll make a video about them. They have a really affordable drugstore lipsticks. I think these were like $3 or something. And they're really good. They do stain a little bit. I just recently got some more of them. But let me go ahead and swatch these 3. This should be the more magenta-y color. Gosh, again, they don't have names on them. This is number 5117. They glide on. They're extremely pigmented. You can see how that leans a little more purple than this Nicka K one. The next one is kind of a way more blue purple. I believe it's called Purple Madness. The number is 5072. Sorry if the table is shaking while I'm opening these. That's not, the swatch isn't looking great there, but this is one of my favorite purple bullet lipsticks, actually. It's a little bit metallic. It's like right in the middle, royal purple. Just one of my favorites. And then this is one of the darkest purples I've ever seen. The number is 5073. This is going to look black, I bet. Yeah, this is such a deep, beautiful plum color. These are excellent. I highly recommend any Black Radiance lipsticks. Let's double up, let's double up those, double up these, triple up those. Okay, I almost forgot. I have another Black Radiance one. Wait till you see the shape of this. What? So these are obviously extremely pointed. You can use them as a lip liner and then go ahead and fill it in with the lipstick. And when you're, using the side for the lipstick, it makes it pointy again. What a cool thing. I've never seen it anywhere else. This one is called Lilac Glow. I got a few more of these, but I'm going to count them towards next year's lipsticks. But let me make sure I do this one for you. This one's weird because it looks, to me, warm purple here, but when I put it over something recently as a topper, it looked more blue purple. So I don't know, maybe it's a neutral, but to me right now it looks more warm purple. These were given to me in a free makeup haul. They're by Tarte. Don't think they're made anymore. They're purpley. I used to have nail polish on the top or something on the top. Just one is lighter than the other. Let me just go ahead and put them on here. Like I said, they're purpley. They're very pearly. Wow, this one's almost looking maroon right now. Let's call them purple-ish. This color is called Ocean Floor. Let me get them here. And then this color is called Scuba Dive. I believe this is more of a mauve purple. And now it's looking pink under the light. Well, trust me, occasionally these two look purpley. So I just wanted to include them. I don't know if it comes across that pearly finish. Maybe that's what I'm going by with like why they look purple to me. It's like a purpley pearlized, finish on the top. All right, this one's from LA Colors. It was literally $1. Of course, I just grabbed the purple one. It's called Entice. It's very waxy, but it actually goes on really well. It's matte for sure. A nice reddish purple. I don't mind them. They're fine in a pinch. Not bad for $1 makeup. I forgot about a Wet n Wild one. This is a High Shine Wet n Wild lipstick. This one is called Sangria Time. I was trying it as a replacement for some non-cruelty free lipsticks that you'll see later on, but it's basically a gloss in stick form. It doesn't last very long. It's wine colored, sangria colored. I like them. They're very cheap and messy. All the tubes, I have like 5 of these. All of them, the tubes are way bigger than the actual lipstick, so it rolls around in there and gets caught on the lip here. So it's a very pretty color, but it doesn't last for long, and it's, like I said, these are very messy. These have a lip on them like Pat McGrath lipsticks, but these were less than $5. Whereas Pat McGrath lipsticks are like, I don't know, 30 or something. It's ridiculous, but that's a Wet n Wild one. Next, I have a fairly new love of my life. These are e.l.f. Hydrating Core Shine. Yep, Hydrating Core Lip Shine lipsticks. Another kind of gloss, but in lipstick form. However, it does really give you some pigment. I have the other e.l.f. ones here, and here. So I'll go ahead and do them here. This first one is a mauve one. I kind of bought this by accident. I bought it with coupons. But I thought it was the darker one. And then it wasn't, but then I just bought the darker one with more coupons. This one is called Delightful. Look at the little heart. Can you see that? It is the cutest thing. So it does hydrate. I bet you that's just straight up lip balm. But look at this color. This is a gorgeous purple mauve color. And it does show up. It's going to depend on your skin tone, you know, like everything else. But it does show up. The other one is called Ecstatic. They smell like peaches. They're really cute. This reminds me a lot of the Sangria one. It is like a deep berry or wine purple. Okay, and then this last one, as far as I know, I'm going to double check, but the last one is the only one that's not cruelty-free. Revlon tests on animals still. They sell in China. China requires animal testing. They test on animals, unfortunately, because they have some great lipsticks, as you'll see. But I can't support this brand unless there's a change. So I bought this one right in the beginning before I realized the animal testing was such a horrible big deal. But it's called Vava Violet. It's part of their lustrous lipstick collection. I think it's the only purple. It's a very dark purple. It's actually not as opaque as these other plums here. This one was Black Radiance, and this one was the Wet n Wild Perfect Pout. There's my texture of my arm is a little different up there, but it's a little more sheer. Yeah, I mean it's nice, but it's not the greatest. Has nothing to do with the animal testing necessarily, but it's just, honestly, it's just not the greatest one. But I bought it when I didn't know anything about makeup. So yeah, so here are my bullet lipsticks. Let me go double check because I really thought there were 25 of these. And we'll move on to the glosses. All right, I'm an idiot. I counted wrong. There are 25 of these swatched and 25 of them surrounding it. I just searched the house and checked my lists and tried to find a 25th lipstick that was already here. So, a little out of breath. So these are my bullet lipsticks. I know these multi-sticks are a little different and some of them are a little glossy. But here is what I call my collection of purple bullet lipsticks. All right, well, my cat is like loudly purring right next to me because he's a sweetie. He's never far. You may see some little stains on my arm. I used 3 cleansers, but some of those bullet lipsticks still stained. I know the Black Radiance pointy one is one of them. It seems that that Dollar LA Colors one was another culprit. So, and there's a little bit of reddish purple that I can see on my skin. So moving on to glosses, there's 7 of these here that I wanted to show you, and they have different levels of pigmentation. And this first one kind of isn't a gloss. It's more of a lip topper. It's from Lime Crime. I got it on Amazon, I believe. Diamond Crushers is the line. It's called Black Unicorn. I am so sorry that the table shakes when I'm moving to get the colors. It's gorgeous. Uh-oh, is it dried out? No, I just didn't get enough. It's a gorgeous topper. The glitter does kind of get in your mouth, so be careful, but it's very pretty. I probably wouldn't repurchase it. It wasn't as fantastic as I thought, but it's you know, good for what I used it for. I don't know if Lime Crime is still around or is part of a controversy or something. This was just a random Amazon purchase pretty early on. I was like, oh, sparkly, and I got it. The rest are what I'd consider true glosses. This is one from Burt's Bees. This is a very thick gloss, and I just love it. It smells a little weird. Good weird. It kind of smells like crayons. Something from my childhood. I like that it's so thick because it's not sticky, but it stays on for quite a while, and it gives you like this dark purple mauve color. Those are both what I'd considered purples, and they're completely different from each other. I don't know if this is still made. I got it on Amazon as well, but I like them. I would get others. Okay, this one is from Covergirl. It's another one in the Exhibitionist line, but it is a gloss. They have some really nice glosses that do have pigmentation. They have a nice red. They have a dark brown. This one doesn't really show up as purple much. Yeah, I don't even know if you're going to be able to see it. As you can see, yeah, not really at all. As you can see, the tube makes it look like it's purple, but it gets so sheer when you put it on that it really doesn't give you any purple tint. So it's important to know. I mean, I still consider this a purple gloss because of the color in the tube. And it's see-through, like you could see the doe foot coming through. These smell really good, just like the Exhibitionist bullet lipsticks. They smell like a bakery. I love them. These from Covergirl, don't love as much. This is Melting Pout Vinyl Vow. They have a lipstick that was called the same thing. I thought this was a lipstick when I bought it, but it's not. It's a gloss. It's opaque, but it never dries down. It disappears very quickly. So this one is called So Lucky. If you put it on, it does give you that lavender sheen, but it rubs right off. So I consider these more of a gloss. I mean, it doesn't really say either way. Melting Pout Vinyl Vow, like what does that mean? But it, you know, it doesn't dry down and it shears out very quickly. So I'm counting it as a gloss. It's kind of similar with the next one. I really wanted to like these. This is one of the Wet n Wild catsuit ones. This is the High Shine liquid catsuit, and I've heard such amazing things about this. However, this does not dry down ever. I put some on the cap, and then months later I reached for the cap and it rubbed right off. So this is actually a different lipstick that's a similar color, so that when I look down on it, I can see the color. It's a nice very, you know, opaque kind of magenta-y color, but it never dries down. And if you have lip lines, it goes right into them. And, you know, it comes off on everything you touch, you know, drinking or the straw or whatever. So it really didn't work for me. The matte ones, I had a black matte one I have in my black lipsticks video. It didn't really work for me either. So I don't know. Give me your recommendations for this line, because I thought it was one of those like amazing lines, but I haven't even worn it as a gloss very much because it's just so messy. But I would consider that a purple. The next is also from Wet n Wild. I absolutely love their crushed grapes version of this. It's a pink sparkle. It doesn't really come out pink, but it's just so comfortable and it smells amazing. So I got a couple more in that line. They don't have the smell. It's a nice purple though, and this really does give you some good pigmentation for a gloss. If I can get enough out. The doe foot's a little small. But this gives you a nice pink tint. It's almost more of a lip oil on your lips. You can't quite get it to the color it is in the tube, like look at the difference there, but it gives you a nice grapey tint on your lips, and it's comfortable. It just doesn't have the smell that other one has. So I probably won't repurchase this, but it's fine. It's fine. And again, with Revlon, the only one that's not cruelty-free. These are really good glosses, though. It doesn't really come out purple, but it's another one that's purple in the tube, and it is purple. You just have to put the whole tube on to make it look purple. This one is kind of breaking. It's leaking a little bit. I can see a little purple tint in here, more of a sparkle. These are very comfortable glosses. They don't smell like anything. This one smells a little chemically, but it's leaking, so it might be kind of out here. As you can see, there was a nice big doe foot. They're very, very comfortable, but unfortunately, I'm not going to support the brand. So calling these purple glosses was a little bit difficult because they don't always come out purple, but they are supposed to, or, you know, started out that way. So these are my 7 purple glosses. All right, moving on to liquid lipsticks. I strategically put these last because some of them do not come off. so we'll see. The first one I chose to swatch is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This was a gift. I do not typically buy high-end makeup. I think I have a couple pieces, but this was, there's a hair on my shirt. Was that there the whole time? This is a very pretty glossy purple. Some people might consider it a gloss, but it dries down a little bit more. Not completely, if I remember, but it's a very pretty purple sparkle. It could be used as a topper. I'm gonna try to keep these out again. The next one was also a gift with the same, I believe it was the same group of lipsticks. So I did not purchase this one, but it's a Huda Beauty Demi Matte liquid lipstick. This one was called, hold on, Night Sky. It does say lip gloss, but I consider it a liquid lipstick. I mean, all of this is subject to your interpretation. So this Huda Beauty one is called Catwalk Killer. I don't know what color to call this. The Demi Matte does well to dry down. There was another one I tried that was red. It was a gorgeous vampy red, but it never dried down. This one does dry a bit. What is that? Like a deep purple mauve, maybe? The next brand I was completely obsessed with. It's called We Makeup. They're called Ever Liquid Lipsticks. I absolutely adore these, and I got like 14 of them or something. So they're from Italy, but they were shipped to the US. It was not a problem. Not very, oh, here we go. It was not very expensive at all. They ended up being like $10 a piece or something. I didn't get them all at the same time, and some were a gift, but I believe this is one of the first ones I got. The names are not on them. It'll all be below. But the number for this is 10. And it should be a gorgeous purple mauve. These dry down amazingly. They don't budge unless you eat something oily, and then they start to break down in the center of your lips. They reapply though. I cannot recommend these enough, and they have all kinds of funky colors. We're going to do this metallic-y purple one next. It's, like I said, the names aren't on them, but I will put them down below, or maybe on the screen. I haven't decided yet. The metallic doesn't really come out a whole lot, so I don't think it's worth extra money for the metallic unless you're like under a super bright light or something. So it pulls a little blue, has a little bit of shimmer to it, but on the lip, I don't find that translates very well. Again, each skin tone is going to look different, so go for it if you'd like the sparkly, more metallic version. And then I have a bright lavender version. It's number 98. The doe foot is nice. Look at how gorgeous that is. It's just, they work well with lip lines. They work well with staying on. They're just, I love them. I found them through a YouTuber, and just, I can't recommend them enough. The next set is a little weird brand that I found on Amazon. These were $5. It's just called, I don't know if it's called Home Beauty or 7V Home Beauty or what. I got a mustard yellow one from them and some other wacky colors. The formula really depends on the color. The purple ones do really well though, and they don't break down very much. They're really good for a $5 lipstick. This is this first one. Look at how gorgeous, like, grapey that is. I love it. It's kind of a neutral medium purple. These don't have names, period, so I go by the number. This is 744. These next two looked different on Amazon. They look almost exactly the same in the tube. One is tiny bit darker than the other. I was kind of trying to collect purple lipsticks, so I ended up saving both of them. This is number 223. I tried to put the color on the bottom, but they're very similar. So this is 223 and this is 201. 201 looks a tiny bit darker to me. Tiny bit. Does it look darker to you? I just don't know. This one might pull a little more red. I can't tell them apart when I'm just reaching for them. I shouldn't have kept both, but I did. So here we are. The next is a melt liquid lipstick that I've mentioned in a couple videos. Very, very much on sale. I got it for $3 instead of $19. The color's called Poser. It is almost black. It does look purple in swatches usually, but then it dries down to almost black. I love these liquid lipsticks. I can't find them on the website anymore. They smell like a bakery. Very interesting colors and a nice texture when they dry down. The only place you can see the color through the tube is through the melt word, and then there's a stripe on the back. Next one is from Covergirl. I mentioned that they have a Vinyl Vow, what I would consider lip gloss in that section. This is an actual melting pout lipstick. It's called Melting Pout Matte. It's not great. It's not great. It's not very opaque. It smells really weird. It might be because they don't make them anymore. Maybe it's old, so I'm probably going to have to declutter this one pretty quick. It's just not very comfortable on. It doesn't stay on real well, and it's, you know, cracks off a bit, and it's just not pleasant to put on because of that weird smell. Next is a NYX one that also may be a little old because it smells weird, but I got it on Amazon. It's a beautiful grape color. These NYX liquid suede ones are kind of famous. I don't know if they still make them anymore. I don't think they make this one. It's called Amethyst. Look at that gorgeous color. Oh, it's beautiful. After swatching all the bullets, there are a couple that kind of match it though. So if I end up decluttering it, it might be okay. The next 5. Let's roll y'all down here. The next 5 are the NYX Lingerie XXL lipsticks. They have appeared in probably like 10 videos by now. I adore these. I collected a whole bunch of them. Probably over 20. I don't remember. I can't believe I don't remember. I started getting them in a haul, and then the next month I would get a few more, and then a few more, and then a few more. Yeah, so I have a whole lot. All right. The first one, actually, I'm going to put this one first. The first one I got is called Busted. And this is the one that made me fall in love with this lipstick line. It's a purple mauve. It dries a bit darker than this. You can see that this is darker than this We Makeup one. It looks very similar to the Huda Beauty one, actually, but it looks different on my lips. I don't know. It dries down a little darker, does not move. Even eating, drinking, it stays all day. And if I don't use like 5 different cleansers on my arm, once this dries down, it wears on my arm for days. So you really got to plan when you use these. Some of the colors will come off when you eat and stuff. You could reapply it. It's not like bumpy or anything. But some of the colors come off, and then others, like Busted, just stay all day. They're wonderful. It made me want to get more. This one called Peak Show is another purple mauve. It's a little lighter. I wasn't expecting it to be mauvey, but you can see it's quite mauvey. Much more of a match to the ones up here a little bit. This one, did I say? It's called Peak Show. Of course I had to buy this one because it's that grapey purple. This one's called Lace Me Up. The names are all a little bit naughty sounding because it's the lingerie line. Yeah, I might just declutter this NYX liquid suede one. Look at how much better this is. This is one of the colors though that it's a little bit harder to work with. It's still worth it, but a little bit harder to work with. I got these all from Amazon, but they're in the drugstores and stuff too. Okay, these next two are not, they may not look purple in the swatches. They are purple, I promise. This one, I almost didn't buy because I thought it was a hot pink. Obviously the packaging looks hot pink, but swatched all together with the pinks, it really leans purple. It's still very bright. And it really could be called a pink or a purple. But when I watched the swatches online with the entire XXL line together, it pulls purple, so I got it. This next one I thought was a pink. It's called Extended. This is another one that pulls purple. I think it could be argued for a deep berry pink. Even like right now it looks like a deep berry red, but when I wear it, it pulls purple. It pulls very purple. It's interesting to me that these, look at how much these have dried down. It's interesting to me how different they look on my arm versus on my lip. But you can get away with a couple different colors from this, depending, you know, on what you want to wear and what color scheme you're going for. But you can kind of see the purple in this one starting to come out as it dries. But when I wear this, it looks purple to me, so I'm counting it as purple. All right, the next one is not cruelty-free. It's Maybelline. And then the rest are Revlon, and they're not cruelty-free either. Again, a real shame that they still test on animals, because this lipstick does not budge either. It is just as sticky as some of these NYX ones. I, in the very beginning, tried a couple different colors of these and hated them, so I think this formula is kind of not for beginners. Oh yeah, trying to get it out here. It's a really nice reddish purple. And it's called Satin Ink. I mean, it doesn't move at all. Super Stay. Sorry, Super Stay. Yeah, it does stay. It stays. But they tested on animals, so that's not worth it for me. Otherwise, I would probably have more of those. And then, oh, Revlon. Let's do these in this order. This is another line that I absolutely would buy every single one if they were cruelty-free. Again, the very first year I started this, I didn't know the cruelty-free stuff was a problem, so I switched as soon as I found out. But I do still have some old products that I'm going to use up and then not repurchase. But this line, I really like this line. They're the only liquid lipsticks that dry down but stay a little shiny, a little bit glossy, as far as I can see. Oh, by the way, this Maybelline one was called Creator. So the colors stay Satin Ink. Some people don't like these. They have a little bit of a chemically smell. I love them. This is called Own It. This one's a little more pinky purple, and this one's a little more purpley pink red. I don't know. See how this one's turning purple? This was the reddish. It's leaning purple. It's leaning like a berry purple. This one is called Up All Night. This darker one I have a little bit of issues with staying on, whereas pretty much all the other Satin Ink ones I have are really, like, they stay on quite a long time. I'm in love with these swatches so much. All right, and then the last three are also Revlon, which again is not cruelty-free. These are other ones that I absolutely love. I'm just going to go ahead and go to my hands here. They're moussey. There's a mousse one. There's like a regular finish. There's this glossy one that's called Vinyl Lip Polish. I'll explain that in a minute. And I believe they have a metallic one. I was all about these in the beginning, and then I was like, oh crap, they test on animals. So this one pulls purple. It's called Rocky Plum. I will say they do not dry down very well, but this one leaves kind of a nice stain, dark purple stain. Oh, and these smell like candy. I would eat them if they were safe to eat. Oh my gosh. I absolutely love the smell of them. They're so much fun to put on. This is basically what the title describes. It's Rocky Plum. The next one is another purple mauve. I guess I have more of those than I thought. This one's called Death Valley. They're kind of drying up a little bit because I've had them for a few years, but it's a pinky purple mauve. I love this color, honestly. I wear this one a lot, so it's probably going to be used up soon. And then these, they're kind of glosses, but they, again, like the Burt's Bees one, oh, it's not on here, but like the Burt's Bees one, they stay, you know, pretty much. If I have a smooch or a glass of water, like, it comes off, but it really shows up pigmented, a bit too pigmented for me to call it a gloss. But they're kind of the most glossy of this line, and I have quite a few of them, and I just adore them. Still trying to find dupes for some of these. This color I kind of have a dupe for, but this texture, it's moisturizing and thick in a good way. Revlon, you need to get your act together, because other than this Maybelline one, the entire rest of these are cruelty-free. So not necessary to test on animals. Trying not to go in a rant here, but so these are all of my liquid lipsticks. Let's make sure that I have 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Awesome. It's just kind of interesting to see them all here. Purple's my favorite. I mean, look at the range of purple we've got here. I mean, this color purple, this bluish kind of royal purple, is definitely my favorite. Second favorite would be the purpley mauve color, I think. Or maybe the lavender color, because I really like that. And also it pulls blue. So the cooler purples are kind of my favorite. Absolutely grateful for this collection and stunned that I have so many. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you love purple as much as I do. Hopefully the colors will be nice and clear. Go check out the rest of our swatch videos. We have a ton of eyeshadow, but we also have a ton of lipstick swatches on there. All kinds of wacky colors. So go check that out, and we'll see you soon. Bye. Hi everybody, thanks for coming. I did this whole thing with this stupid scrunchie on. No, why do you always start? Am I in the shots? I am. Next I'm gonna do two Vivique. Next I'm gonna do, why can't I talk? This isn't, is it a tube if it's a bullet lipstick? I don't know. It doesn't say it on the packaging. I'm gonna do the next one that's, no I'm not. I'm gonna, actually I think one of them is supposed to be in this video. Let's see if I can get it without disturbing an entire row of lipsticks. If you want to get down, get down. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay? I'm so sorry. I just, like, dropped him. It was like a couple inches, but still, I feel bad. Should I stop and see how this turns out? Nope. I'm gonna keep going because I got it. Check out all of the rest of our swatches. Hopefully I'm still in the middle of the shot. I'm gonna go on my hand and then I'm gonna go up a little bit. Okay? Everybody, just checking my angle here. It is called something. So moving on to glosses. Nah. I'm just gonna... And rubs off. What's wrong with my voice? So, see, look how different. Those are birth? He's being good. He's not being too loud. This is a pinkle sparkle.